Whenever life gets me down, I just think of what Bruce Lee once said. Iconic for his work in movies, responsible for the popularity of martial arts in the United States, and profound for his ideas on philosophy, Bruce Lee is a monumental figure that cast a large shadow even 53 years after his death in 1973. In recent history, one of Bruce Lee's workouts has been discovered and shared online through a handwritten workout he would do in 1965. I'm Eric the RedBeard, and today I'm going to take that challenge and do his workout. Now I have the trappings, I have the will, but do I have what it takes to go the distance? Buckle up, Toto, we're about to leave Kansas. While yes, others have done this workout, what attracted me to do this, besides for the content, is those guys dwarfed Bruce Lee in size and could barely survive the workout. Me, on the other hand, I'm similar in size to Bruce Lee, as I'm 5'5", 150, and he was 5'7", 130. Short Kings unite! Now, this video is going to be part instructional, part personal torture session for your entertainment, but I want to go over a few terms before I get started. The first thing is this lame-ass joke I kept reading online about how a French press is for making coffee.
Shut up, you're not funny, and nobody likes you.
The French press is a legitimate lift that targets your triceps, so stop with this coffee nonsense. Second is some terminology. He says in the workout, infinity. What he means is AMRAP, or as many reps as possible. And lastly, he would superset each workout. What a superset is 2 exercises done back-to-back with no break in between. Supersets are a great way to cut down on time in the gym, and they also are great for developing anaerobic conditioning. Not as good of cardio as running or jump roping, but good nonetheless. And since this has a cardio element to it, you won't be able to lift as heavy. Now, I'm gonna match the dragon in his lifts pound for pound just to see if I can. Should you do this workout, work within your capacity, be that heavier or lighter. With that said, let's get to it. So his first lift in this challenge is gonna be squats with a French press 1. Now, he does 95 pounds, so that indicates to me that these are speed squats, okay? So this is just gonna be done for speed. 95 pounds isn't a lot, all right? And he called it French press 1, okay? There are many alternatives to hitting the tricep with a French press. Basically, all this is gonna be is a skull crusher. When we get to it, you know what I'm talking about, okay? So here we go. All right, so we're gonna start off with 10 speed squats, okay? Okay, we're gonna go straight to French press 1, 6 reps. French press 1 or skull crushers. Do them wide, do them narrow, it's your call, okay? All right, that's the first set of that. All right, so looking at Bruce Lee's workout here, he's got 3 sets of squats, 4 sets of the skull crusher / French press 1. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna split the difference and we're gonna do 3 sets, okay? When it comes to taking breaks in something like this, take as long as you need. If you want to make it more challenging, shorten your rest period. Whatever's gonna work for you, okay? I'm gonna just change my grip up a little bit, just kind of show you how you can do things differently. All right, round 2 done, on to round 3. I won't go into too much detail, but on this last one, I'll show another variant for the skull crusher / French press 1. All right, on to the next couple exercises.
I think it's the most color I've ever seen in your face.
I get rid. All right, so next up in this challenge would be incline curls with French press 2. We're gonna do those 6 reps for 4 sets. Incline curls will be done with dumbbells, 35 pounds in each hand, and we'll use the same weight as the French press 1. 6 reps. Okay, over to French press 2. So it's gonna be much akin to that skull crusher, but now I'm gonna be seated upright. I'm gonna let this go behind. Okay, round 1 done.
When you die from a blown blood vessel, can I have your stuff?
No, it's all getting buried with me like an ancient pharaoh. Okay, so just remember, kind of like the skull crusher, but instead of bring it to your head, it's gonna be behind your head. Oh, and just like that. We're halfway there, but I do not feel like I'm living on a prayer. Right, set 3 of 4, let's do it. I may not be as good as the dragon, but damn it, I'm gonna give it my effort. It's 3 of 4. Now when it comes to this kind, for the French press, I like to keep my hands closer together. I feel like I get a better stretch on my triceps. So next up is a 35-pound dumbbell concentration curl, and we're going to do weighted push-ups. Lots of different ways to do a concentration curl. I'm going to do this in the standard way. You sit down, elbow goes to your inner thigh, and it creates a fulcrum, okay? Okay, so next up is push-ups, and Bruce Lee did them weighted. I'm not gonna do that. I've seen way too many videos of guys putting plates on their back, and the plates slide off and they end up breaking their fingers, and there's people out there that have had to have their phalanges amputated because of that. What I am gonna do instead to still make this harder is I'm gonna do what is known as a deficit push-up, okay? So I've got 2 dumbbells here. What I do is I'll get down, instead of doing a regular body weight push-up, basically are a way to make regular push-ups harder, okay? And if you can't do these, that's fine, just do regular push-ups. I'm still gonna advocate, don't do weighted push-ups. It's, again, breaking your fingers, breaking your hands, it just isn't worth it, okay? All right, here we go. First set, let's go. Go, round 2. a little bit of body moves like that isn't gonna kill you. Okay. Straight push-ups. Set 3 or 4 for the curls, and then we will move on to the final set for the push-ups. Okay. 6 reps. That's it for push-ups. We've got one more set of those curls. Quickest way to get through it is get through it. Next up, we have 2-hand curl, which is just another word for a barbell curl, and then a tricep stretch. So 3 sets of 8. It's going to be a little bit easier. After that, it's called tricep stretch.
That's your heaviest one yet.
He's got he calls for 3 pounds, and luckily, I've got 3-pound dumbbells. And all this is, it's just gonna be what is known as a dumbbell overhead stretch. Okay, just go like this. Hold that stretch there for a bit. Slow tempo. 1, 2, 3. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3. There's 0. All right, so looking at the regimen, I fucked up, and I'm supposed to do that for 8 reps and 8 reps. I did for 8 and 3, so that's how it goes sometimes. All right. Here's 8. Alright, on the tricep stretch now. I'm gonna choke up higher on this and get a better stretch. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And 8. Those little sounds I'm making, it's really important. It's good for your breathing, and that way you don't cause yourself a pressure-based stroke from working out, which can happen, okay? So better you make some silly little sound like a hoop, hoop, as opposed to lying dead on the floor of your gym. Rest a minute, get my wind, suck in some air. That's a good rep right there. Now, admittedly, when I'm trying to match the Dragon, pound for pound, that 3 pounds on the tricep stretch or the dumbbell overhead stretch was too light. So while I sucked ass on the weighted push-ups, I think I'll make up for it here with the tricep extension. Okay, still gonna choke up high. That allows me to get more stretch in my tricep. Okay, you see I'm gonna let that go all the way down, get that good stretch. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Give it a little pause right there at the end. Just get a little bit more stretch, okay? Again, grab on my tricep, where it prevents my arm from going out like that. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7, 8. So for the next section of this workout, it's gonna be more forearm based. And one of the things that Bruce Lee would do is a reverse curl. When I do regular bicep curls, I like to do a straight bar. It engages both heads of my bicep better. But to make it easier on my wrist, when I do reverse curls, I use one of these. It's called an easy bar. You see how it's kind of wavy like that? Instead of having your hands, your elbows locked, this makes it a little bit easier on the wrist, okay? Just a little note there. So next up we got dumbbell circles and reverse curls, okay? And what these are is these will target the forearms and the grip strength. Now I've seen in other videos when people do dumbbell circles, they keep it shoulder focused by going like this. This is where you gotta kind of pay attention to what Bruce Lee's writing down in the margins of the notes. He says forearms, okay? So to do a forearm based dumbbell circles, what you do is you grab your dumbbells and you go like this. And this is the first time that we do something to infinity. Remember, when he says infinity, we mean AMRAP, as many reps as possible, or till failure, okay? And the Dragon would do 16 pounds, and I'm gonna do 10 pounds because that's what I feel like doing, okay? All right. So again, most people do it like this. Nope, that's shoulder focused. That's not what we're doing. Okay, we're gonna keep them forearm based, so we're gonna get our hands like this, just like that, okay? 3. I'm gonna do these only till 20 because mostly I think if you do anything above 20 reps, the weight's too light and you're kind of just pissing away your time, okay? Quite you. And 6. So again, at the bottom and in between each rep, let it touch my legs, okay? And then I'll pull it up. All right, that's 1 of 4. So since I'm only gonna stick to about 20 reps because I don't think it's very fun to watch somebody do these little spastic cartwheels for 50 reps or more, I'm actually gonna up the weight. Bruce Lee, if you look at the regimen, would do 16 pounds. I don't know where you get 16-pound dumbbells from, but I got 15s and that's close enough. Okay, all right. Pulls up and just circles.
Wax on, wax off, Daniel-san.
Only when my wife's not here. Whoa! There we go. It's all fun and games until it's hard. Okay.
That's what she said.
Waka waka. Okay, 6 reps. Here we go. I take a little break, get my wind back. All right, 3 more reps. There we go. Hard on the way up, controlled on the way down. Craptastic all the way. 2, 3. performed it. This shit is hard. This is infinity. Sucks ass. One thing I'm doing is as this gets hard, same thing I do with deadlifts and squats, is I'm picking one spot on the wall and I'm not breaking eye contact with it. I don't know, it's one of those things I learned long ago, and it just really helps me lock in, even when you're doing 60-pound reverse curls. Okay, here we go. Howdy. I can do it. Pull my back into it. Don't stop, get it. That's 4. We'll lay down over here and die a little bit. Next up, it's wrist curls. Now he has this labeled as wrist curl 1 and wrist curl 2. So we have to pay attention to the weights that he's using. Wrist curl 1 will be for your flexors, okay? So those will be doing your standard traditional forearm curls. Now if you look at wrist curl 2, he does 10 pounds. That is for your extensors, which are significantly weaker than your flexors, okay? So keep that in mind. That's why there's such a discrepancy. It's not that he's doing 2 different types of wrist curls, it's just they're working each side of the forearm. You know? Again, we're going to infinity or till failure or to as many reps as possible.
Or beyond.
Or beyond, or I'm only going to do 20 pounds because, yeah. Okay, so we're going to start off with wrist curl 1, which is a wrist curl, standard wrist curl. I'm going to do some more of the Larry Scott style, like this. Main ways to skin this cat. We'll teach you a lot of those variants in time, but for now I'm going to do this in the Larry Scott way. Okay, all right, let's get started. 4 sets. Here we go. All the way down, all the way up. Also, what I like to do is I actually like to have my thumbs underneath the bar when I'm doing this. Gives me more flexibility in my hand and wrist. And that way my hand's not trying to twist away from the bar. Okay, and he would do 10 pounds. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use dumbbells for this. I'm going to sit them on my thighs, let my hands drip down, and up. All the way down, all the way up. All right. You ready for round 2? Because I am. Also, I'm keeping a great emphasis on making sure my elbows are pinned to my thighs the whole time. What's sort of funny is, you probably can't hear this on camera, but actually my elbows and my wrist are doing the snap, crackle, pop the whole time. I'm gonna fire whoever's idea this was. Woo. 20 reps of fury. And there. Not that charming. Ooh. Oh. All right. There's that. Now we're on to the fun stuff.
Will Eric succeed in conquering the dragon, or will the dragon conquer him? Find out next time on Eric the RedBeard Lifts.